Do you find yourself missing me at night? Huh? Don't you feel like something is missing out of your life? And I know exactly what it is. You need a little more Mona. All seriousness, a lot of y'all have been complaining about the bleeps. The truth is, we cannot do these podcasts and let some of the language that comes out of my mouth, some might call it vulgar. I prefer revolutionary. We cannot leave it in the podcast or there won't be a podcast. Although we do not have to edit the sponsor videos. So we do not have to edit the subscription videos. So if you subscribe to More Mona, $6.99 monthly or $59.99 yearly, you will be able to get these episodes completely uncensored. You'll be able to get me completely uncensored. Also, bonus content, extra episodes, content that doesn't see the light of day unless you're subscribed. And you also have access to our huge group message on our Discord. So subscribe to More Mona today. Save yourself a couple bucks and get the yearly subscription. Get that car information, girl, and buy it. Don't ask, just buy it. See you soon. Welcome to the Don't Call Me White Girl podcast. We are tired, fresh off a show in Buffalo, New York. My boy Phelps here drove straight through, carried everybody on his back, lifted the truck up, pumped it up, filled it up. I woke up and we were home. Thank you, Phelps. And he tired. We tired. We've been beating the blocks up. We worn out, you know. I suggest during this tour time you find to get yourself a ticket because clearly some of these podcasts is going to be napping episodes like this one. Watch. Show them how you nap, Phelps.
How I nap in this right now?
Mm-hmm. Give him a little, yup, there we go. And I'm more come across like this.
I really fall back asleep.
Yeah, don't tempt me. No, shout out to Buffalo. Buffalo, y'all energy was on 1,000. We had a great time. We really did. I think Buffalo was a good show. Boston was a good show too. Boston, y'all won because y'all did fist fight in the crowd a little bit, and I was here for that. We might put a clip of that in. Oh, no, we'll put that on a subscription episode. We'll show the clip of the people that got into the big fight. The funny part was, if you've been in any of my stand-up shows, typically at the end, I try to give niggas like a lift me up, pep me up type of speech. And their big argument came during my speech. So I remember I was saying something along the lines of, we all we got is about to get hectic next year for us with this Project 2025 and this man in office. And, every time you have a bad experience with a black business, it's not the time to get online and bash them. Let's educate each other. Let's be patient with each other. And somebody in the back said, I don't give a fuck. But she wasn't saying she don't give a fuck because of what I was saying. She was saying she don't give a fuck about the couple she was about to fight. Shout out to you because it was you against a woman and her man. I like your energy, okay? Favorite city, Buffalo or Boston?
Probably Boston, just because we got to do more with them. It's not Buffalo's fault, but...
I was in Buffalo as a young buck at like 20. I told the story on stage. I'm sure you're cackling at home just thinking about it. And the food was so good. And the first place I went in Buffalo for food and I ordered buffalo wings, they didn't have them. They only had buffalo bites, which are buffalo wings without bones. And I read on Twitter that boneless bites are for pussies. Why would anybody ruin a buffalo wing by taking the bone out? You know how much enjoyment I have of getting ranch off a gristle?
Nah.
Come on now. It's the best part of the wings when you gnawing down at that bone.
Nah, I did like meet the few Buffalo Bills fans I met. They remind me of like Eagles fans.
Yeah, they die hard.
Yeah.
The funny thing about the Buffalo show is towards the end, shout out to Healing. We were at Club Healing. They treated us well. At the end, they had like some kind of production.
That's what I said, yeah.
So I was watching the crowd change from a black one to a white one, and all these cameras came in. I was scared to death.
A couple of your fans stayed for that because they was welcoming like people to like be in the audience for the thing.
It was some kind of filming going on, but
And we was still there.
the kid was ready to go. But I had a good time. Shout out to Healing. It was some legendary people on the wall. Me and Phelps, we definitely signed the wall, so now we're there. I got great gifts in Buffalo. Shout out to the cupcakes. And I brought them here to share them, and I forgot them in the car. I have Oreo cupcakes for y'all. She gave us Oreo and confetti, but I spilled all the confetti ones. I didn't eat them. They were really good. No, and listen, I know I'm flip-flopping, but when I was in Boston, I slid through my nigga D-Mall podcast. I did the BNF podcast, so look out for that.
and D-Mall.
Shout out to them. Also, I went to an after party at a club called Club Fet. That food was so motherfucking good.
Facts.
Naked wings. I had that wonton you get from the Chinese store with the cream cheese in it, but they had like their homemade sweet and sour sauce was a little spicy, crazy. Oxtail, grilled cheese, crazy. Lamb chops, crazy. Macaroni and cheese, crazy. Yams. Some of the best yams I've ever had. And you know what else they had? They had salmon, but you could get it lemon pepper wet or lemon pepper dry. Oh, you niggas trying to get me to stay. Oh, the food was amazeballs. But we had a good time, and I got great gifts. Shout out to my girl that gave me this card. It was extremely sweet, and she gave me some candy, and she gave me some liquids that get you drunk, and she touched my titties. So that was cool. Shout out to the girl in Buffalo that was trying to take me home with her husband. You scared me. Good job.
Shout out to them. They gave me some bud.
Did they? So basically, you sold me. Because right after they gave you some bud, she walked directly in the dressing room. She had a heart of a lion.
I didn't tell them to do that.
Oh no, you didn't tell them, but that's basically what they thought it was a purchase. They thought that we got them backstage. But look, this is the funny part. When she came backstage in the room, right? I turned to Gary and I'm mouthing something to Gary, and she said she's mouthing something to him about me. I'm getting on her nerves. I said, bingo. You know
Damn,
me.
where was I at?
They tricked you with the weed. They knew it was going to have you spent all rolling up, and she slid right backstage trying to fuck. No, it's so crazy because her nigga was like, she's not going for it, because they came to take pictures, and me and her took pictures, but then they came through again. So she was like, come on, Mona, come on. And of course, when I come back out, there's all these white people in the crowd because it's another event.
Oh, that happened when I was talking to the old head
and I'm
her
like,
daughter. Yeah.
And I'm like, this is before she came backstage, though.
Yeah.
So I'm like, looking like, girl, I could have swore. So we took pictures. She's like, no, you didn't take none with him. Girl, you don't get 2 tries, okay? But then she was really shooting. They were shooting their shot. But he wasn't. He was like, look, she's not going for it. And he was like, she was like, she's nasty.
And I forgot I was talking to the dude that was shooting, the ESPN dude. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I always talk to a random staffer that come in there.
Man, we were all in there. Ken, Keith, everybody. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to Keith for holding down. Shaq came through. But we were all in there when she came in there, and she was just read the room, girl. We ready to get up out of here. But yeah.
That's crazy because I remember them. They seemed like kind of like shy. I didn't know all that was going on with them.
The alcohol kicked in. Niggas was definitely drunk when they was
did pour
shooting
them a
their
shot though.
Yeah, the alcohol kicked in.
That's probably what it was. My bad.
Yeah, I don't think it was you. I don't think it was your shot. I think it's whatever they took before they got there kicked in. That's what I think. She literally legit used the word fantasy. Can I live out my fantasy? No, because I'm not participating, baby. The answer to that question would be no. But no, I'm really enjoying this, especially going places I've never been. Speaking of places I've never been, Raleigh, North Carolina, you are up next. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you are directly behind. There are still tickets left. The Raleigh show is Thursday. I want to get this right. The Raleigh show is Thursday, December what's Thursday's date, guys? Thursday, December the 12th. Yes, Thursday, December the 12th is Raleigh, and we have an after party. The after party is at Club Cream. Go on my page on Instagram to get all the information. But the after party is at Club Cream, and it's like after these shows, people always want to hang out And I do too. And it's like, it's too cold to sit out front of these clubs. So let's do some after parties, guys. If you know some places you think we should go, if you know I'm coming to your city, you already got your tickets, and you want to suggest some places we can hang after, please suggest them. But for now, after Riley, we will be at Club Cream, baby. So pull up. And God forbid you can't get off work for the show. The least you could do is show up to the after party. Thanks. Yeah, one thing I'm learning about road trips is I should have been a prostitute. Like when I go to these truck stops, I don't see any lot lizards y'all speak of, which makes me think there's a lack of lot lizards. So maybe I should become a Geico.
I don't know. I don't know. I think the way they start charging that industry make people just become more discreet.
Probably.
That trafficking, man, that shit's scary.
Exactly. They made it a fake case.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit. Speaking of that Free the Pretty hoe, I just followed her on socials. I don't know if I can even say that, so I ain't gonna talk about that for too long. It's a whole bunch of shit I wanted to talk about, and I don't want to forget. Oh, the fucking elephant in the room, Jay-Z has been named. It finally went down. I think y'all were waiting for that at home. I like Jay-Z's response. He came out swinging. Jay-Z has been accused of raping a 13-year-old girl with Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's response has been that he kind of took it. What I read, I mean, what everybody read, we all read the same response. Excuse me. What I read, I feel like he highlighted the greed of the lawyer. He was saying how what kind of person would do something like this? They reached out for a money grab first, and when they said no, they responded with this. He also said something like, if I did rape a 13-year-old person, why would this be a civil thing? I should be put in prison. Let's go further as we can and figure this thing out. I like this response. To me, that's how you respond when you want to rumble. Does the response have, like I hate when people try to figure out whether somebody's guilty or not by their response. I think that's kind of dumb, especially when these people are super uber rich.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just advised to handle things the way they're supposed to handle them. But as a regular person, because he also put that in his response. He said, I'm from the projects in Brooklyn. He said, I did a lot to get here. He said, and where I'm from, shit like that isn't settled out of court. Where I'm from, shit like that got to get settled for real. We need to get to the bottom of it. I respect that because that's real nigga shit. Where we from, a stain like that don't leave your name.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I really did that shit, nah, we going to really put it out there. You know, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. This ain't even a criminal thing. And I don't want to see one of the most successful big successful black families that we have in our culture be taken down. You know, I will hope and pray that it's not true and it never happened and he could prove his innocence. And I would hope that all that can go down without Blue Ivy having to be put in therapy, because that's the thing. Now the kids know. Now the kids' friends know. Now the kids' friends' teachers knows. Like everybody knows. And I don't think people understand how it affects everybody. It seems
his
like
daughter probably around that age, so that's like
she definitely is.
That's a perfect time.
He has to have a conversation with her. This can't be a situation where we just handle it. He got to sit his daughter down and have a conversation with her. I feel like when people are uber rich, people forget that people are people. It's like, I talked about that on this podcast a million times about as soon as I got a K behind my name and following, people treated me like a little different. Perfect example, before I got a K, so I had 8,000 followers, people would talk to me in the comments. Once I had 10,000 and above, people would be in the comments saying, I wonder why she say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or I wonder why she, like I couldn't read it or I wasn't there, you know.
Third person.
It's just weird. I don't know. Yeah, so hopefully it's not true. Prayerfully it's not a woman walking around that was raped at 13 by people that are that famous and she had to walk around like that for years. Hopefully that it's not the case. But we will see. Like we see everything, because everything is put out there for you, whether we like it or not. That's just what it is, baby. It's wild. Were you surprised when you saw Jay-Z's name, Phelps? Or did you think it was coming?
I was surprised when I seen it in accordance with that. I didn't expect whole name to pop up in that as attached to the essay, but It sucks. I hope innocent till proven guilty. I hope he ain't do that. You know,
Right.
if he did something like white collar, financial, you feel me? That's some weird shit where I'm like, all right, but not no shit like that.
I'm Don't Call Me White Girl, and this show has been sponsored by BetterHelp. How do you stay cozy during the winter months? For some, wrapping up in a blanket with a mug of hot chocolate or watching a movie with family is the best way to spend the month of December. Therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when the season changes. I tell y'all all the time how therapy has helped me with identifying ways to find healthy support, giving me greater confidence in my abilities, and more importantly, encouraging self-acceptance. I have extensive talks with my team about prioritizing your mental well-being. This is the time of the year that you should be focused the most on it. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/DCMWG today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DCMWG. For sure. Did I ever talk about, I don't think it came out yet, about that CEO getting shot like that for United Healthcare? Okay, I'm sure everybody talked about it. Everybody's seen the video or whatever. When I first saw it, the first thing I thought that it was a hit. It looked really, really professional, especially that he rode off on a bike. They released pictures of him shortly after with him smiling. Real handsome guy. Sidebar. The funny part was they described him as light-skinned. And it's like, people are like, oh, but they didn't say he was black. They don't describe white men as light-skinned.
Nah,
and
they
nothing
don't.
about that man looked like a light-skinned.
Yeah,
he looked like a
he's
white guy.
yeah.
Nose nice and long.
I ain't see light skin, but that's crazy.
They were describing him as light-skinned at first. I told myself to write this down. There's a new update with Apple. I will be one of the 50th millionth people to say the new update for Apple sucks dicks. It's the worst thing that ever happened to any of us, and we fucking hate it. Can you please put it back to how it was? Whoever the fuck is in charge of that, it's bad enough that you got us in a fucking cult. The least you could do is listen to our fucking cries. We don't like the fucking update. I ain't even picked the motherfucking update and still woke up with fucking purple and pink background. Like that's the beauty of this new update, that I can have colorful apps. Fuck colorful apps. I can't find my favorites. One of my favorite pictures is that boy's afro in my coochie area. And I look at it often to pump myself up. And now I can't find it. Where are my fucking favorites? Anyway, yeah, but I thought it was a hit, you know. If I could find these fucking notes, and I'm sure I won't be able to find because you updated my phone without asking me, they had it printed on the bullet. Defend, deny. Y'all know that? It was words on the fucking bullet. That don't sound like a hit, man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Tom has here in the topics, United Healthcare CEO murdered on camera, police still waiting motive. Okay, yeah. I don't know. The type of hit that I would think that nigga ain't telling nothing. You know what was told, and I don't know if this was rumor or is this true, that they stepped over his body and still held that meeting. Did you hear that? They didn't cancel the meeting. Mind you, he's having a meeting with shareholders, so the whole point of the meeting is how we're going to make you richer. You die, and they stepped right over. You had a meeting. Of course they did. My American greed mind, because I am a true-blooded American. I don't give a fuck what y'all hear me say on this podcast and how much shit I talk about the history of black people in this country. I am a real, red and true American. I believe in solving things with violence. Okay? I'm all for stealing if you have to. I'm a real American. All right? And real Americans, you gonna put a hit on a motherfucker if you could afford a certain kind of hit. A lot of people thought it was on some John Q shit. Let me explain. This guy, the healthcare that he's the CEO of, I looked at a chart that showed percentages of people in each state, right? And of course, I'm just assumed it was something, like progressive, like something like this is how much they earned, whatever. You know what this was? How many people they denied for services. So you've paid for this insurance all year, right? And then you get cancer and they deny your services. That's the kind of place that was.
Oh.
The percentages are so big of denials, it's literally 27% of the state was denied. 30% in this state was denied.
Damn.
He's the most hated guy in the world right now. You work your ass off and your stay-at-home wife gets breast cancer and y'all have no coverage and you've been paying this nigga for 3 years.
Yeah,
That's who
wild.
this guy is. Now, my American breed mind makes me think, first thing I thought, y'all tell me if it sounds stupid, he was probably the supervisor of the mailroom. They started getting exposed for doing fucked up kinky shit to the regular Joe Blow Show American.
And then he got pushed up.
They give him a raise. He then becomes the CEO. He's the fall guy.
Your face.
Now he's starting to, this stuff, now that I know this stuff, this is not right, guys. And they plucked his ass. His own company killed him. They didn't have no faith that he wasn't going to give it up. That's just a theory. I don't know. But my theory is already looking shaky because the guy got locked up so easy, but that could have been part of the plan too.
Yeah.
Because a white man on a 10-speed bike in Manhattan shooting a nigga in all black, he should have got away with that.
Nah, that's a lot of cameras though.
Come on.
I feel like
that random snapshot of him cheesing. Y'all don't
but
think
they
that's a
didn't.
little, like,
They caught him in Pennsylvania though. Mm-hmm. So I mean, but I don't know how he didn't get farther away than
you
that.
feel me?
In
It's
that
just
amount of
don't-
time.
For that hit to look so clean and perfectly done, and the bullet is inscribed, why is it so easy to get him?
In McDonald's. Like,
This
that's
ain't
what they
like he's a
said.
politician. He's regular
Yeah.
cops.
Yeah.
Something fishy about that shit. But just like the guy from Cash App that got randomly mauled down, this is what rich niggas do. It's what they get into, man. The American way. Your favorite movie is not half as crazy how it really is.
No bullshit.
And that doesn't mean that you should believe in Q9 or in Pizzagate. It just means read a fucking book, dummy. Anyway, you know what? I be picking best dressed for these shows, and I'm gonna start putting them on this show. Boston was so dressed. Y'all look so fucking cute. Buffalo, y'all wasn't as dressed as Boston, but I found some really cute outfits in Buffalo. Either way. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, Andrew Schulz. We talked about Andrew Schulz already, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did, because Andrew Schulz is definitely a comic. Andrew Schulz responded to Kendrick since. Andrew Schulz got on his show and said that if he was in a cell with Kendrick alone, just him two, that he would fuck him. He said that there is nothing that would stop Andrew from fucking Kendrick because Kendrick couldn't stop it, so who else would stop it? He said he could totally fuck him. He said, I'm telling you, like, after we clean the cell, we played a couple games, there's nothing else to do, and I decide, fuck it, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing you could do but get fucked. So the joke is basically that he's so short that he can't defend himself. That's the joke. Is it funny?
No.
This is the thing. And that's the problem. I describe Andrew Schulz as the white boy that like grew up around niggas and grew up listening to rap, and he could kind of say nigga with his squad, but that type of white nigga go around other niggas and he be offended that he can't use it after he uses all the bargaining tools on the reasons why he should be able to use it because his whole squad from Brooklyn lets him use it, right? That's what Andrew reminds me of. I was locked up with a lot of them girls, like girls that had black kids and grew up in the projects in
You
North
don't even
Philly.
give me that vibe all the way though.
No, but listen, this is just me and you had this last week too, you know, because that's the thing. I should be on a different side of this because I'm a comic and I'm all for it. You should be able to tell dirty jokes. A lot of his jokes are cultural and racial, right? And I think he's funny as shit. I watched him go to Saudi Arabia and tell jokes like y'all got scarves on y'all heads, like simple shit.
Yeah.
You know? But before I'm a comedian, before I am an influencer, before I am a mom, I am a black woman. And certain shit you just can't say it. It just ain't gonna fly around me. And that, what I was saying was that I was in jail with a lot of them girls, and they'd be the coolest white girls, but they just couldn't understand why they couldn't say nigga like we could. They just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I say it at my house. I say it in front of my kids. I say it with my squad. You know, that's just what he gives me, the type of guy he is. And this makes me double down on what I said from the beginning because he's responding like that.
Yeah.
Why can't I? You know, like wait a minute. You know, like that's the vibe that you get from it because Kendrick didn't even say nothing to him. Kendrick was talking to the niggas in the room. Kendrick said, we shouldn't let no white boy say nothing about our black women. He wasn't even talking to you. Because honestly, Kendrick ain't come out and said I was talking about the Andrew Schulz situation. So we don't know what the fuck he was talking about. The people feel like he was talking about Andrew Schulz.
Okay.
But still, the message was to the black men that sat in the room and chuckled. Because that's what happened that day. The original thing is, you probably didn't see that, right? But the origin is Andrew and his comedy buddies that are on his podcast.
It was Charlamagne was there?
No.
Oh.
2 other black guys, and they have a really popular podcast. And they're talking about that they like black women and they like black women only, right? And he's like heckling them for it.
Yeah.
A white boy. How the fuck is that possible?
Yeah.
It didn't look right. Anyway, it went viral from jump. That's how it got in the song, because it was a viral topic. Bottom line, I remember when I learned about something called buck breaking, and I remember having debates about buck breaking and whether it was real or not. It was absolutely real. Some slave masters would fuck the buck in his ass to dehumanize him, to remind him you're mine.
Yeah.
I can say a lot of other shit, and I won't. But buck breaking it was used during slave times. Period. It was a tactic on how to get you. You know, one slave that has a revolutionary mind or has a runaway mind fucked it up for all of it. You know what I mean? Especially when this is my hustle. These slaves is my hustle. That one slave really can fuck shit up. That's why I didn't just blow his head off. I cut his leg off so all y'all can see. You see how John hobbled? No shade. You see how John hobble over there to that motherfucking water? Bitch, you gonna hobble like that to that water too. If you think for 1 second you gonna run away from here.
Yeah.
So they have a white guy say that he would fuck somebody in the ass that's not gonna fight him back or can't fight him back. Don't like it. Yeah. And I'm glad he said it, because now he's letting everybody know where he at with it.
Yeah.
This is some whole other shit. And you know what's so funny? When things like this happen in times like 2024, your girlfriend that you used to go with when you were 29 and she was 16 and used to beat her the fuck up, she'll just come out and talk about it. Or we'll look for it and resurface it. Andrew Schulz was with somebody while they were 16, 17, 18. And he was 27, 28, 29, 30, going with that little girl. And she was open about their relationship and what happened. And then it's the thing, if she don't say shit, I think her last statement was from 2020. If she don't say shit, all you got to do is look at her age, look at his age, and look at the pictures. They have pictures, like media pictures, like they were at an event somewhere, and she's 17.
Yeah.
And they were together they have media pictures somewhere where she's 17, right? And they're a couple already. And then they could find a Facebook post a year before that of a screenshot of him texting her, hey, it's National Suck Your Boyfriend and Make Him a Steak Day. It's National Suck Your Boyfriend's Dick and Make Him a Steak Day. They're having a back and forth. This is a year before the picture they took when she was 17, meaning that text is from when she was 16. He went with a teenager. Yeah. And you worried about fucking Kendrick Lamar? You big nose got more worried. Right? I was a huge fan of Andrew Schulz. I ain't gonna say my feelings hurt. He a white man. My expectations is low.
Yeah.
No shade. I don't trust them niggas like that. But it's like, damn, another one.
I mean, he was cool. I wasn't
You wouldn't consider yourself a fan, but you fucked with it a little bit.
Yeah.
I would have totally went to go see him. I
don't know too, for me, it's like with the white comics, they got like, I feel like the white comics, I fuck with them when they old and funny. Like they gotta go through it. Niggas gotta accept you. We gotta make you. It's like it's a longer vetting process.
You know.
Then once you get like Rodney Dangerfield, George Carlton age, then I fuck with you. You feel me? It's
crazy when you said old. First person I thought was Andrew Dice Clay.
Yep. Yeah, like them kind of old. Yeah, you gotta make it. You feel me?
Andrew Dice Clay is like a bean. Honestly, like, you know who I loved? I love George Carlin. Is that the white guy with the long hair? I love George Carlin.
Oh, that's what I said. That's what I meant. I said George Carlton. My fault.
I love George Carlin. George Carlin. You know, it's like, I don't know. You got to be able to read the room and know what the fuck you can and you can't say. Because another thing Andrew said was like,
Bill Burr. Shout out Bill Burr.
another thing that Andrew said was something like, he was being sarcastic, but he was like, oh yeah, we have to protect black women in hip hop. Like, we call them bitches and hoes and kill 10 guys in a song. And it's like, nigga, shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Kendrick don't even do that. So what the fuck are you really saying? Then how about this? They were on Twitter going back and forth, right? So Ice Cube's son taps in, repost the video of him saying he would fuck Kendrick in his fucking ass, rape Kendrick, right? And all he put was weird. You know what he tweeted him back?
What?
Google no Vaseline.
That don't have nothing to do with this.
No Vaseline wasn't about fucking Jewish managers in the ass.
Exactly.
It was about rappers getting fucked in the ass with contracts.
Exactly.
That's why they used the term no Vaseline, but nobody got fucked in the ass, Andrew.
Word.
The only person that's even discussed about booty fucking has been you. You want to fuck Kendrick in the ass. That's crazy. That's one thing that's on course for y'all, because you white boys know y'all can take it to the butt. Y'all can take it to butt and balls quick. White boys get together. White boys are the only group of people that get together, spend the night, in some kind of way around 2 a.m. Y'all get to sucking each other dicks as a prank. Don't y'all? A white boy will be asleep and lay his dick on his friend head and video. Get it,
Word.
get it, watch it. Why? I got my fucking cock on his eyebrow, fucking cock brow. You run around, you be in a bar with 40-year-old white men and they be calling each other cock brow, and then you get the origin story and it's from this nigga laying his dick on his head during camping. So you are on course with that, Andrew, because y'all do like playing with each other dicks and assholes. You know what I mean? No disrespect, just being honest.
Hey, I heard some crazy stories about in college, boy.
Kinky crazy.
I would have had to kill somebody.
I mean,
for sure.
Graduation or parole hearing. Cause I ain't, shit. I don't know, but whatever. I don't feel no way. A couple of y'all wanted me to tap in with the Fresh and Fit podcast. I've talked about the Fresh and Fit podcast on this podcast a couple of times. I don't want to talk about them no more. That guy from the Fresh and Fit podcast that's African, he's not black. He has some kind of African descent. I think he's Moroccan or something, but he hates black people and black women. To the black woman that went on that podcast and basically got jumped, why the fuck did you go? Can we please stop entering spaces that we're not welcome? And I'm talking to myself. I just did a podcast with a fucking gorilla, and I had no business being there, okay? So it's like, let's just learn as black women to walk off. We ain't got to be the butt of the joke and in the video and they laughing. Just leave. All the time when stuff like that happen, you know what I envision? That part when he knocked Oprah in the head and she lay on the ground. You could see her britches after she fought the sheriff on Color Purple. I hate that part. Then she did that long ass bid. All she said was, hell no. Mm-hmm. That part makes me sad. I used to watch Rose. What's that called? It was about when the white people come into the town after we had our own bank and homes and Rosewood. I would cry so hard when I watched that.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know the revolution is coming. And I don't know if y'all gonna be ready. We gotta take them. We gonna spend so much time taking members of our own team out. Like Zack. Zack gotta go off the gun bus. Zack got too many white friends. We cannot trust him.
Zack cool.
Are you willing to get rid of your white friends day one? All right, never mind. Zack in. All right. I don't gotta ask Phelps because I know Phelps. This is how much I know Phelps. Phelps' white friends already know he gonna take him out first. They already talked about it.
Some of my white friends got black kids,
Okay.
male and female.
Right. And that's gonna be a problem too when the revolution start. Are y'all gonna be willing to take out your parents? We gotta do what we gotta do. As long as we come out victorious. Let's move on, because this just feels like YouTube strike conversation. Doechii puts on one of the best television performances ever seen on the Stephen Colbert show. I hope this isn't the one with the Gucci coat. What is it? Colbert. Is this the one where they wear the Gucci outfits and they're connected? Solange did it first. Doechii is one of the most innovative bitches. When I think about Doechii, the only person I can compare her to is Missy Elliott. She is, please. She is that bitch. She is huge. And I feel like we just watching the beginning of what this is about to be. Doechii is a bad bitch. We ain't even got to talk about Doechii can rap, sing, spit, walk, talk, model, whatever. Fly as fuck. Hottest thing out there. Ain't nobody fucking with her. Nobody. Yeah, so there's that. I have a couple of DMs that needed my attention. Let me see here. And it's crazy because the DMs that need my attention, I want y'all to know that I respond to them right away. This isn't the one I responded to right away. I will tell y'all that one too. Hold on, no, let's do that one first. I want to tell y'all a real personal story because something happened to me, but Phelps said I shouldn't tell y'all, so that just means I need to tell you on the subscription episode. So subscribe to the podcast so I can tell you my personal business. Yeah, subscribe to the podcast so I can tell you my personal business.
Make them pay for it. Fuck.
Oh no, wait.
Everybody else, it take 30 years to hear their business. Y'all get it fresh.
Where is it?
I think I had a good DM.
I can't find it. Okay, this is one of them. Phelps, I want yours too. Hey, cousin, I need advice. I'm the youngest on my block that owns her house. The women on my blocks, all the women on my block are mad about it, 35 plus. Mind you, I never told them anything because I don't like bitches and definitely don't like bitches in my business. I say hi, bye, and be safe. That's the max of what I say when I'm on my way to work. Somehow, some way, they found out, which is weird. Now, all of a sudden, they all have a problem with me, and I'm a fighter. I'm a retired crash out. I'll fight your great-grandfather in the whole bloodline if I had to. They've been playing with me ever since, and I've been ignoring them, but I'm at my wit's end, Mona. I just want to crash out and just beat bitches up. I feel like they on some bully shit, and I'm not going for it. What should I do? They were born in this neighborhood, and they know everybody in this neighborhood. She put in quotation, still paying mortgage. I moved here 2 years ago. I overheard one of them saying that they gonna beat me up, but they know nothing about me. I hope the bitch can fight because I can. The funny part is that's real. That's not a joke. My advice to her, what do you think my advice to her was, Zack? Is that what you think?
That trick.
Is that what you think for real? Let me tell y'all the real deal.
In the cul-de-sac.
Okay. Let's hear live what I said to her. I'm so scared. We might gotta block this out.
This is a hard one because the nigga in me is like, once you beat a couple of them up, you gonna be chilling on the block forever. You own that home. You know what I mean? So, that might be your forever home. You know what I mean? I don't know your plans or whatever. When some people buy houses, that's it. So it's like you're supposed to live uncomfortable for years. What I will say is, if nobody is touching you, then nothing really happens to you. I'm curious about the work part, because you was like, all I say is hi, bye, be safe on my way to work. And somehow, some way, they found out, which is weird. Now all of a sudden they had a problem with me. So what the fuck do you do for work, babe? Like, why would your job cause a problem? But at the end of the day, it wasn't your job. It's the fact that you own a home at your age. Them bitches probably rent. They probably got Section 8. You know what I mean? I want to know what part of the city you want. Really, I want to know exactly where you live. So we can jump bitches. Fuck that.
Okay, I sent her a couple other messages, but her response was that she's a phlebotomist and she has a side hustle. She's not from Philly. She mostly her family members are men. She got a few friends, but they all get wicked. She haven't told her friends or her family because of that. She said, I was just gonna go outside. That's her plan. I was gonna go outside with my fighting shit on and just ask bitches, what's up with y'all? I love you so much. She said, by myself. She said, I'm an Aries. Beat a couple of them up so they can know what's up with me.
Nah, I feel her energy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling her.
My first thought was to grab the biggest or the toughest ones that, and dog walk that bitch. But I also feel like it's a test, and I should just ignore them, like you said, because I really want to curse or beat them bitches up. She said work is the only time I see him. Okay, first off, wait a minute. First off, sis, I'm sorry I forgot to respond. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi. We're all here, and we're all in agreement that we're really proud of you. And nobody did anything to you, so nothing really happened. And I respect the fact that you didn't tell your male friends. But I think this is your test to see if you're really a retired crash out or not. So I'm going to tell you something when I get off camera, but I love you, cousin. Thanks for reaching out. Because you know what I said to her? Nothing happened because nobody touched you.
Yeah.
And then I got in a situation where nothing happened and nobody touched me, and I wanted to get rid of people. So, you see? I'll talk to you later. Yeah, so that's that. I don't know. We're just going to leave that there. It is really, really, that's just a hard situation, especially when you know what you know and you handle shit how you handle. And it's easier for people to say it because disrespect is invisible. So what you think disrespect is and I think disrespect is, you know what I mean? But what I always tell people, it's a bunch of people upstate ain't ever in jail for this invisible disrespect shit. Ain't a lot of people upstate though, for real, that's sitting up there because one nigga disrespect was, he stepped on his shoe. The other nigga, he fucked his ex. The other nigga, he fucked his bitch. You know what I mean? But regardless, if you ask all them niggas, I guarantee they would say it's not worth this 30 piece I'm doing. That's that. Phelps, did you have a DM for real or no? Do you want me to keep going? Because I got so many.
I got one. It says, first off, I love y'all and I'm a true supporter.
Mike, babe.
First off, I love y'all and I'm a true supporter. There was a recent regular episode, though, where you was talking about the rose fucking up our nerves, and I swear to God, I always had an assumption. I stopped masturbating altogether. But how do you kindly tell a guy that he's not eating it right in the moment? Question afterwards, question. My guy is trash at it, and it's been a few times that we've tried it so far, and I don't come from penetration, so I'm just left like, advice.
And that's for you. That's totally a you question. Because she was asking like what to tell him, right?
I ain't never been told that.
Well, how would you like, if somebody had to tell you that, what's the best way they could tell you without offending you? That's a great question. What's the way that
well, see, that for me, that's different, because you could just tell me, like, Phelps, you're not good, baby, it's trash. I'm like, all right, bet.
Well, what would the delivery be?
Huh?
What would the delivery that you would prefer be? She said in a joke, she said it straightforward, what?
She could say it straightforward.
So then give her that advice to tell that nigga straightforward.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess. But I don't know what type of nigga he is, though.
Fuck
He
it.
might... Larry, so look, if he not going to backhand you feel me, or choke you out, then just tell him straight up. Or help him work through it. I don't,
Sidebar, if he is going to backhand you or choke you out, please break up with him.
Yeah, you feel me? But if y'all got open communication, then just tell him. And then tell him, guide him. You feel me? Get him there. There you go, and the proper instructions.
You need to get under proper instructions, get under this pimping. That's my intrusive thought. Okay, my turn, and then I'm done, because and I'm going to do the rest on the next episode, because I have a couple, because I feel like I don't know, because I have so many that I feel like I need to share. Mona, I need some advice. I'm a 20-year-old gay nigga, and I'm engaged to this 36-year-old man. Sidebar, I went to his page, he's fine. This motherfucking 29-year-old gay nigga look good. He one of the ones you go, damn, they taking all our niggas. Okay, problem is I got a 14-year-old daughter. I ain't tell this man about the first and only time I had some coochie. This girl got pregnant. 2 months later, I came out as gay. 3 months later, she came out as pregnant. I pay and have been paying child support and make sure she good. But unfortunately, her mom about to go to prison for PPP loan fraud. And now she talking about my daughter need to come stay with me. I don't know what to do. I don't know shit about raising kids. My nigga take care of me and most of my bills, including the child support from time to time, without even knowing it or questioning it. But he made it clear he don't want no kids. I'll see you in Riley. I'm a huge fan, and I got the subscription for the year. Any advice will help.
Man up, nigga.
I think my advice is going to change because you already bought tickets to the Riley show. To be honest, as a woman, as a baby mom, I'm disappointed that you have a relationship with your daughter anyway. I look at the situation because I'm a half full cup kind of girl. I'm an optimist that this is your chance from God to build a relationship that you should have already built with your teenage daughter. Regardless of your sexual preference, it has nothing to do with her. And I'm sure she would love her gay-ass father, regardless if he was gay or straight. Like, you're doing yourself a disservice and herself a disservice by just paying child support. I hope that you're not one of those gay niggas that got that fucked up ass mind frame where it's like gays are bad and this and that, because I'm meeting more and more of those kind of gay men that like literally are homophobic, but they're gay. It's weird. It's like I'm meeting gay men that hate gay men, or gay men that hate gay men that do this, or gay men that do that, or trans people that do this. It's just strange. And a lot of it's cloaked in bullshit as religion or Christianity. It's just bullshit. At the end of the day, you created her. You need to raise her. Like, and that is bad. I don't know nobody doing good that don't raise their kids. It's karmatic. It comes back and fucks you in the ass, literally. If you don't like kids, fuck him. Okay? If you pay bills and he don't like kids, hide her. But regardless, raise your motherfucking daughter. Fuck everything about this story. Raise your daughter. It's no reason why you wouldn't be in your daughter's life up till now. So the fact that it's coming to you in the form of your baby mom going to jail, accept it as a blessing and a second chance to build a relationship with a person that you should have already had a relationship with. That's trifling with your sexy ass. Damn. It's always y'all. Trifling. Don't come to the meet and greet mad because I gave you advice you shouldn't have fucking asked. And don't you do no chargeback on that card. That ain't no joke, motherfucker. We coming back for all the chargeback niggas. I'm coming to your houses. The next show is in Raleigh. Make sure you're there at the party at Cream. We're going to have a ball, okay? And the direct day after, we're going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Riley, we went to Raleigh the first time in 2022, right?
Me and you went to Raleigh in 2021 to do a club hosting.
That was 21? That was in 22?
Sweetheart. It was not. That's when I first met you. So the show's over. I'm tired, I need a nap. You can reach me on one of them social media sites. TikTok's about to delete my page. That's really unfortunate.
They deleting everybody, though. Right?
I know, it's so crazy. Oh, but the whole app is supposed to go on the 19th of January. But I hope that don't happen because a lot of you bum-ass bitches make all your money. I mean, a lot of y'all make all your money on TikTok. Why are all your eggs in the one basket? Because you're not from the ghetto. People from the ghetto know you need multiple streams of income. You can't just sell weed. You got to sell crack, too. Think.
Tired.
Guess what? I love this song, and this is a re-release. It was already out before, and I didn't know that. And this girl is fucking gorgeous. This is the song, real quick. I can't play the whole thing. Matter of fact, I'm just going to say what it is. It's called, how do you say it? Tidra Moses is a badass bitch. When I see her, you know what I think?
Tidra Moses been out forever.
Exactly. I'm late, Phelps. I said it in the intro. Tidra Moses is a badass bitch. Okay? She's fucking gorgeous. When I see her, you know what I think about? Fucking, sucking, sex. Fuck. Those people on TikTok are fucking ages. Every time they post her, they put in the comments she like Debbie Allen and Claire Huxtable. Now, to be fair, listen, to be fair, does she look like she's kin to them? Yes. But does she look like 50, 60-year-old woman? No. And half of them are being smart. They're being ageist with them comments. They're not just highlighting the fact that they look like they're related. You could tell those comments. I'm talking about the comments that are being smart, like being ageist. And this is what I have to say to you young, dumbass bitches. Because this industry, entertainment industry, comedy, whatever, singing, whatever, it's very ageist. Comedy less than others, but the fact that you can't get a job in Hollywood once you're 28 is fucking ridiculous. You young, stupid fucks. If you don't grow old, guess what you grow?
You don't.
Mold. Worms. You're dead, whore. If you don't grow old, you're dead, bitch. I'd rather be growing. Honestly, no. I would rather die at like 50. Like, I don't want to be really, really wrinkly where I need help and I do on myself. I don't even want to make it to that point. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm an ageist. Wow. Yeah, I don't like it. Grow the fuck up. You, bitch, if you don't make it past 30, then that's it. And you didn't even fucking live a life and you just died at 30. You died with perky titties. Is that what you want? On the strength of this
They
wig.
funny as hell. She do look like them. But nah, she don't look bad though. But
You feel me?
I
She's
see the,
very
I see the
attractive.
resemblance. They funny,
And
but
don't
she
get
look
it
good
fucked
as
up.
hell.
It's a difference in the comments that notice the resemblance. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people that are using it in a shady way.
Nah.
Because at the end of the day, this girl does not look. Does she look grown? Yes. Does she look like she could be 40? Yes. But she also looks like, oh, I want to fuck her. She sells sex. She's sexy.
Yeah.
Like, stop it. Because, like, come on, y'all put up people on pedestals and call people sex like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift ain't never been sexy her whole life. From the time now to right now, she has never been sexy. There's never been a moment that she's had a sexy moment. It's nothing sexy about Taylor Swift.
Now, can I say? Hell no. Can I say this though? Now, if she is 48, can I be like she a bad 48-year-old?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Asking. I don't know what age she is. I just was
That's
saying.
common though in our community because
Yeah.
black don't crack. It's common to run into a badass 50-year-old.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the thing.
because I make it very clear, black don't crack is attributed to melanin. The least amount of melanin you have, the worse you're gonna crack. I'm aging like a boiled egg. I am aging like a banana, like a leaf. This shit is happening to me. All that light skin shit, that light skin privilege, don't worry about it because it goes away once you get around 28, 29 and the crow's feet come. I'm cracking, baby. But guess what else? I got filler money. And I'll see y'all next week.